What's up guys, welcome back to another video. As you can see, I've already started off by doing my hair and putting my earrings in because my mum said I look really ugly in the beginning of the last video and had to explain to her that, you know, I've got to look bad at the beginning and then bam, I look really amazing at the end, and everyone's gonna be like, whoa, how does she do that? I gotta keep watching her videos. But anyway, my mum wasn't feeling that concept, so here's a little bit of an improvement. As usual, I started off by prepping my eyelids with the Maybelline Anti-Age Eraser Concealer in the shade Tan. This is more of a natural shade for me, so it works as a perfect base. Yeah, so there's me doing that. I then set that in place with the Maybelline Fit Me Powder. So, you know, no creases or anything. You guys have seen me use this product many times. And yeah. Oh, as I forgot to mention, this is a wedding guest makeup look. So yeah, I'm going in with my ABH Modern Renaissance palette. I'm taking this very light brown shade and buffing that into the crease. So everything is nice and blended and there's no harsh lines. Yeah. Anyway, whilst I do that, how are you guys? I hope you're all well. Decided to stick with the voiceover because 3 people said that they enjoyed it, so I gotta do it for the fans, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, anyway, I'm just continuing to blend that out. Okay, and then taking this darker shade, I'm going to create a halo. So that's the look we're going for, a nice golden halo look. And I'm just starting off with the inner corners, and I will soon take that into the outer corner as well, and leave the center of the eyelid blank. I went to do a gold look, guys, because, you know, gold, it goes with anything, especially for an Asian wedding with Asian clothes. Gold is just your go-to colour, isn't it? Can't go wrong with it. Hence why I stuck with that. But yeah, and then I joined the 2 ends together in the middle just so it's nice and blended and it's not like 3 separate sections, you know? I'm not gonna lie, this is still pretty awkward for me, but we move. And then taking that same brush I used at the beginning and the same shade, I am just blending it out because we don't want any harsh lines. And then I was gonna leave it with that, but then it wasn't dark enough, so I took my ABH Subculture palette and taken this even darker shade. This is like a purpley brown shade. I'm just packing it on top of the previous colour just to really build it up. Make sure it's like it pops, you know. Even though the bride is the main person at the wedding, you also might want to find yourself a husband. So you gotta look good in it. Oh, I'm chatting the most. Righto. And then taking a clean brush, I am just buffing that away. When you're doing these kind of looks, guys, always go back and blend it out. You don't want harsh lines. It will look bad in pictures. It would look bad in real life. Just keep blending. And then taking my Makeup Revolution foil palette, I'm going in with a more coppery gold, and I'm just going in there with my finger. And look at that. That is so pretty. That is so pretty. And just dabbing that in place. And yeah. And then taking a smaller flat brush, there's no product on this, I'm just trying to blend it out so it doesn't look like I've just placed it in the middle, and yeah, just blending it into the darker shades basically. And then going in with a pointed brush, I'm just adding a bit more of the foil pigment just so that it really pops in the centre. And then taking some makeup remover, I'm just wiping off any excess, anything that's fallen off underneath. And then moisturizing my face is this Vichy moisturizer. This is a water-based moisturizer. I say it every week, I'm really oily, so I'm always looking for something that helps with the oiliness, and this is the product for me. Great moisturizer, would recommend. And then going in with foundation, this is a new product. This is the Stila Lingerie Souffle Foundation in the shade 5. And oh my goodness guys, this is the most lightweight foundation I have ever used. I've tried a few, and I started blending this out and I expected it to disappear. That's how light it was, but it's still giving me coverage. I would say this is more of a sheer, it's medium to buildable coverage, but more so on the sheer side. So I would probably go to recommend this for an everyday use. It's a water-based mousse foundation, so obviously I'm oily, so it works great for me. I could not feel it, very lightweight, coverage is alright, not bad. 10 out of 10, would recommend. Plus I got this on ASOS for 16 quid, so it's always nice to get something on a bargain. And then going in with my Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Caramel, I am just placing that under my eyes, as usual, where I want to highlight. And then whatever was left on the brush, I took it down my nose. Like that. And then I went in with my NYX concealer in the shade Warm Caramel, or I think it also comes as the shade CW7. I just took this just to cover any other blemishes that I could still see through the foundation, just for that extra coverage. Yeah, pigmentation, scars, anything of those sort. Yeah. I think that's my mum coughing in the background. She's okay, don't worry. And then taking my brush, I am just blending that out. I am pushing that into the skin, not dragging it, so the product stays in the area. And yeah, just blending everything else out. And then for contour, I'm going in with a cream contour. I'm using this sleek palette. I'm taking one of the lighter, darker shades, if that makes sense, and then using a pointy brush, I am just drawing on my face, because I don't have natural contour. I'm very round face, so I want to look like I am skinny as well, isn't it? I am basically drawing a jawline on. Absolute tomfoolery of me if you ask, but you know, we move. And whatever excess was left on the brush, I brought it down. I contoured my nose, sorry. Lovely jubbly. And then taking my contour brush, I am blending that out. We don't want any harsh lines, you know? Nice blending action there. Honestly, the audacity of me just to give myself a jawline. Crazy, crazy. Going in with the NYX Photo Studio translucent loose powder. I am just placing this under my eyes and anywhere else I applied concealer, and wherever else I would sort of crease throughout the day. I am not baking, I repeat, not baking. I learnt my lesson with this powder. I used it to bake and I went on a night out, and the flashback in the photos was unreal. There's just white powder under my eyes. Learnt my lesson the hard way. So yeah, just setting it in place, nothing more. And then just to set my contour in place, I'm going in with this Maxfactor bronzing powder. It's got a light shimmer in it, not too much, you can't really see it that much. I'm just setting the contour. very lightly, there's not much on there. And then for highlight, I am going in with the MUA Gold Beam highlighter, I believe it's called. I'm going in with my finger because, my god, this highlighter is so bright. It's only £3. I would recommend it to everyone. It looks so good. It just melts into my skin. I went in with my finger because I wanted to control the amount I picked up, because a little bit goes a very long way. I'm not much of a highlight person in general, but you know, for special occasions and that, I do like it. And then just taking some up at my nose and on my cupid's bow. Nice, nice. And then eyeliner, I'm going in with this Maxfactor kohl pencil. You know, the just thoroughly line the waterline. Yeah. And then taking a small pointy brush, I'm just taking the darkest shade I used and blending out my waterline, so everything's nice looking. And then I'm also taking the foil pigment I used and placing it on my waterline. I initially did it to sort of stay in the middle, but then looked kind of weird, so I actually ended up blending it out with the darker shade. And I don't know how much you can see on camera, but in real life it was quite nice and shimmery. So yeah. And then for lashes, I'm using the L'Oreal Volume Million lashes. I will be going in with fake lashes, so I wasn't really worried about my mascara being lengthening. Just made sure it stayed up, basically. Yeah. The mascara action for you. And then while the mascara dried, I went to do my brows. This is the Makeup Revolution Soap Brows. I believe it's a dupe for the iconic London version. I've never done soap brows before. This was the first time, and oh my god, I now understand the hype for it. It just made my eyebrows look good. Look, I just brushed it through once and look at them. They just look nice and fluffy and natural. You know, I'm still growing my eyebrows out, and this still gave me sort of some kind of shape. And I didn't go in with any other products. Just look. So nice. Would recommend. Absolutely. Go get it. It's only £6. Just look at that. Unless I put products in, my eyebrows don't really look that full. But this just sort of fluffed them out. You know? I like it. And then going in with the Primark and Sosu, I believe that's who it is, collaboration lashes. This is in the style Dubai. I am using the Duo lash glue. This is the fast drying one because I clearly have no patience and I can't even wait 30 seconds. I just place that on the lash line, on the lash line of Jesus Christ, of the lashes, and then place that on my eyelid. And I'm just going in with my fingers first, just to really sort of secure the middle bit in place, make sure the positioning's all okay. And then I go in to really push down on the corners, because if the lash is going to fall off, it's going to fall off from the corners, both the inner and the end. So I'm going in with my tweezers just to make sure that they're nice and securely done, like so. And then I am just merging my natural lashes with the fake lashes, so they're all one. And voila, would you look at the difference? Wowee. And then for lips, I am going in with this MAC lip gloss in the shade Champagne. As you can see, it's quite like, it almost looks a bit pasty when I put it on. And as you can see, I didn't really like how it looked. So instead of taking it off, I went in with a tinted balm from Dr. Pawpaw. Sort of brownie looking one, there it is. and I basically just ended up mixing those together, and it looked quite nice. Nice and glossy lips. And then put my Pawpaw on, put one on, felt it wasn't enough, and then I put another one on because, you know, I'm stylish like that, isn't it? And yeah, that's the final look, guys. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Peace!